All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Forex that is Zambia's finest bliss $1 billion. It's been a long time since I posted something on YouTube. Have been a bit busy and all that, but from time to time here and there, I'll be trying to be posting more frequently these days because now I have more time with me to even concentrate on my social media accounts and all that. So in case you are not following this channel, remember to just subscribe and also just like this video or share it to somebody who you think might benefit from this. Now I'm going to be pouring out my knowledge in regards to understanding financial markets, forex trading in particular, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, I'm going just to be revising how I took some trades. I understand by you being able to see how I look at the market and how I reason when I'm taking trades, it actually helps you in a way to know how I actually apply certain principles. Now, for those of you that do not know, I trade smart money concepts. I also trade price action. Now, how I use these methods is different. I have tweaked some concepts that I learned from smart money concepts. I've tweaked some concepts that I learned in price action. So you find that even when I'm analyzing, I won't just use one particular methodology. I'll use a variety, and of course that just helps me in ensuring that I have some good confluence when I'm taking a trade. So to start with, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to just start with jump 10. So with jump 10, I have been able to see that it's been in a good downtrend for some time now, and of course I did make an analysis on how the market is going to go. Okay, this is still there. Okay, so here is the thing, right? Let me just delete this and just restart. So if you can see, this is jump 10. Okay, well, what I can see here is that I also trade Wyckoff. So from here I've been able to see that first of all we had a push up, and then we had a distribution over there, and then we had a push down, and of course, so I think this movement that is occurring here should be a redistribution, and then the market should be able to go down, right? But then let's look at the chart and see how I was able to do certain things. So from here I'm able to tell that this is the PSY. This is a PSY, ladies and gentlemen. So I can see a Wyckoff structure here. Now Wyckoff is one of those concepts that I really like, and it really works very well for me. So this is a PSY. So I'm not going to be explaining what this is. You can actually just Google these things and you'll be helped, right? So that's a PSY. And then we have the BC, ladies and gentlemen. We have the BC, right? This is a Wyckoff structure. Now I have to mention I'm very good at Wyckoff, and I don't trade it the same way that maybe the original Wyckoff taught it. I've been able to understand it very well, and I've of course ruled out a few things, and now I have added a few things that help me to trade, right? So that should be the UT, and then I believe with this one, this is where the entry was, ladies and gentlemen, and of course how I took that entry. I won't label the downside, ladies and gentlemen. How I did that was basically just trying to find an IFC in this area. So if we were to find an IFC in that area, we'll probably need to go to a lower time frame. But I was able to see an IFC. Sorry, let me see. Okay, I can't see it here. Okay, I'm unable to use the 15. If I was on my MT5, I could have shown you. Okay, so anyway, you can have a look at this particular point, and then you'll be able to see the IFC. So now if you don't understand IFCs, it's just institutional funded candlesticks, right? Yeah. So okay, let's just wait. I think the market kind of think it kind of disappeared, huh? Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, here we are. Okay, let me see. Okay, right. Yes, we have a very special candle there, which is a pin bar. Now, those that I teach, we have a particular strategy that we use based on the pin bar, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, I was able to enter just there. We have rules that we use. So yeah, that's that. It was as easy as that. So we took that trade, and then now let me just go to a lower time frame so that you are able to see it clearly and nicely, right? Then I'll also be going to the current market and just be able to elaborate more on how I'm looking at the market, my projections, and all that, right? Yeah. Okay, so as I wait for the market to load, I think the network is overloaded. That is why it's taking some time, right? It's loading like no man's business. All right. Okay, let me go to the 5 minute. Let's see if it can load faster on than in a different time frame. So let's just see. Okay, it's taking some time, right? Okay, let's leave it now. Maybe let me just try and show it to you on a different chart. Okay, this is how I was looking at it. So you can see I already marked this. So I saw this was a distribution, right? And of course the market came back in the IFC. We can see here this is liquidity that was created, and this is why we had this push all the way up, because here those that just trade based only on trend lines, here they could have their stop loss have been hit. And of course for us who are waiting to enter a trade here, so I was able to understand this that this was merely just liquidity, and of course it was just coming to test the IFC that was here. And of course I was able to tell that there is liquidity here. So when this was coming down, I knew it was going to pass this stage, and of course it came here. And of course we've been able to see price consolidating, or rather it's in the literal phase. And of course sorry, this one was supposed to be just like that, right? Yeah. And of course here I'm able to see that price is moving like that. And of course upon seeing this, I was able to see that this is Wyckoff. We can say this is the BC UT, and then we have the this is the BC UT, and then we have the UTAD. So in here I actually labeled an IFC to say if price comes here, it can be an opportunity to sell. But of course I also saw this particular point. There was some sort of a base that we could have used, and of course yes, it was there. And of course I knew that it's possible that we can have a price breaking out of this zone. So if let me just show you. I think I should have where okay, I don't know, I can't find it. Okay, but if you do follow me like on my social media platforms, you would have seen that I actually shared this setup. I do share these setups. So I saw this was liquidity, and then we had liquidity being grabbed in this case. So I was hoping price would come and touch here and then start going down. So I was able to find an IFC, knowing that it may continue going down. Now in this case I knew there was still this point. So what it did was that since a lot of people were waiting for price to come here, a lot of people, even those that just trade price action, right? So this is why we had this stop losses hit, more like hunting the stop losses. And then for me, I was able to find an IFC in this zone. And of course, when price came back to this particular point, I entered. And of course, I'm anticipating that price would go all the way down. Now I understand that this level is simply a redistribution phase. This is just a redistribution phase, and of course I was able to see that there was liquidity which was grabbed. And of course I knew to say this was my first TP and my second TP here. This is one of the trades that I actually took. Let's see. Okay, as you can see, this trade that I took, this is a live trade, is currently happening. I've closed some profits. I was using lot size 0.2. Now I've closed some profits. because it was approaching my TP1, and of course you see where I just stand, but of course I know it's going to be hitting my TP. This is my MT5, and of course I close some profits, and then look at the entry, ladies and gentlemen. So you can see this, you see the entry. I knew that this was an IFC, and of course I knew to say I was going to be entering from there. So this is not something that you say it's by luck or anything. No, I knew what I was doing, and I knew what price was going to be doing, right? And of course I was able to predict that it's going to go all the way down there. I don't know, let me just try and see if I was able to capture this. Okay, I think I captured it after some time, after I'd already entered the trade. Yeah, because I didn't have I just remembered that I didn't take a picture. So you can see my analysis. I was waiting for it to test there, and of course it tested, and I knew to say I had already planned to say this was my TP1 and another TP here, and of course price was still here, and this is why you can see my TP is somewhere there, and of course this is how price has moved. So with this, you know, it is somebody who has an understanding of the market. I know what I'm doing in the market, right? So now you can see that I'm mixing Wyckoff, I'm mixing other concepts, ladies and gentlemen, concepts like liquidity, I'm mixing other concepts like IFCs, I'm mixing other concepts like also price action and all that. So you find that my trading style is very, very unique. I understand price differently. My trading style is based on the aspect that I understand that the market merely just tells you a story. So whatever kind of asset that I may be given, you can ask me to trade Nasdaq, you can ask me to trade currency pairs, you can ask me to trade boom and crash. I would always trade, because for me, I follow what price is doing, and based on what price is doing, and I'm able to make decisions. And of course, how I'm able to follow through what price is doing is because I have the information. I've actually taken some time to invest a lot of time in actually understanding these financial markets, right? Very easy and straightforward. So this is how I was able to catch that trade. Very easy. Now, when you look at this trade, this was a crash 500. Those are trade synthetics, and of course I was able to tell that it was going to come here, and it's going to continue going up. But of course we know we didn't break structure here. Of course there was a minor break of structure and all that, but of course this is like the major one. So I put this level as a level where I can take my profits. Even this one is a take profit, even this one is a take profit. So here there isn't much. Here I just use price action, trend lines, and of course I saw a breakout, and of course a retest, and of course I had to take the trade. Now I had already exited, but of course you can see here when it was just I took the trade. I took the screenshot after I had already taken the trade, and then I remembered I had not taken it, and of course this is how I anticipated it already, right? So I knew what was going to happen in the market. Now let's look at so that's that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at another trade. Of course we have Volatility 751S, and of course this one, I know the way this one behaves, and of course I just use a simple concept, which is just trend lines. And of course when price reached there, I entered, I took some trades, and it was a good trade, and I can guarantee you I'm still in the trade. Let's see. Okay, as you can see, I'm still in the trade. And of course, if you are to see, ladies and gentlemen, let me just if you are to see, ladies and gentlemen, I've actually entered trades exactly there. You see, this is somebody who knows what he is doing. You see this kind of entry, ladies and gentlemen, very good entry, just there, just at the reversal area. Boom, I entered, ladies and gentlemen. Now I did leave some sell limit orders that were not triggered, and this is why you can see some sell limits, but you can see that I have actually entered some trades with lot size 1. It's lot size 1, it's not one trade. And you, of course, you know, when you are trading Volatility 751S with lot size 1, you're actually making quite some good amounts of money, right? Yeah, so that's that. And of course I'm expecting that if it can go down, if it can reach here, this is where my TP1 is. Let me just show you. This is where my TP1 is, because we have that, and then this is where my TP2 is. And of course here, if it has to reach here, I'll be making about 1,773.84 USD on one trade. So I have taken 2 trades with lot size 1. So obviously I'm looking at making, if at all this trade has to hit my last take profit, I'm looking at it making, I'm looking at making more than maybe about 3,000 USD just on these two trades. So if we say how much am I making per trade, this is for the last TP. This is 1,773 by 2. So that's about 3,546 USD. And of course, I'm waiting. And now you can see in this area we had some sort of reversal. So this actually looks like a strong area, right? Let me use this. Okay, so this actually looks like a strong area, right? Because of that we had price reversing in that area. So I'm anticipating price would fall down like that. And of course, just to show you that I knew what I was doing, ladies and gentlemen, I actually sent this trade, this analysis in one of my groups, of course, where is it? Okay, so you can see, ladies and gentlemen, before price touched the point of interest, I actually sent to say this is what I'm expecting in the market. And of course, people did make some money. You can see this one entered, and of course they are risking, and of course they are making some good money. I'm sure by the time this person will be closing, he will not be closing with anything less than 2,000 USD on a total of these trades, right? So you'll be able to move this small account to about 2,000, right, USD. And of course, that's that. This is just one of my groups, and yes, and yeah, then others caught it like that. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, another one is that I looked at, so as you can see, it's dropping massively, and of course I'm making some good money. I like that. And of course there is another trade. Let's just see if we're able to, okay, this one is dropping nicely. So you can see redistribution phase, and of course this one is dropping nicely. I expect it to come all the way to the TP2, but of course maybe I might be exiting at TP1. Okay, so this one is supposed to reach all the way this side. So with this one, if we're to multiply how much I'm going to have if at all the last tip is hit, so let's say 0.2 multiplied by 1387, so I'll be making about just maybe 277 USD on one trade, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, anyway, not so bad. So now let's look at this one. I just want to show you. All right. Okay. Let's just let's now focus on this. Right. Okay. Yeah. So upon seeing this, ladies and gentlemen, what's this? Okay. Okay. So from here you can see that. Okay, this is volatility. I mean, this is jump 10. Let's do jump, since jump 10 I've already done it. Let's do jump 75. So let me just share my ideas, because this is jump 10. Jump 10, we're just from looking at it. This is the one that I caught. And of course, just to show you the proof, jump 10, yeah, you can see where the entry was, ladies and gentlemen. Very good entry. So what I would do is that I'll just move my stop loss and put it here. I believe it will be okay there. And of course, since I already took some partial profits, I'll be moving it all the way to this point, right? Let's take it that side. Let's take it that side. Okay. So I know here I've already secured some good profits, so I'm not worried at all. Okay, let us let's now look at another thing. Okay, I wonder why I'm unable to look at jump 75. But anyway, since my network is tripping, I'll just show you what I initially analyzed. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what I initially analyzed. As you can see, it's Wyckoff PS, SC, and of course this is SNB, RUA, and of course I was able to identify the IFC. I was like, okay, here the market is going to drop. It dropped a bit, and of course you can't be very accurate, but of course I knew from here it's going to be dropping massively. and of course I think it has already started dropping here, and it should be able to come and make a spring over the side. So you can see this is liquidity, and of course thereby confirming that it will be making a spring, and of course we'll be able to enter with confirmation that it should be a buy, and of course we'll be able to escort it all the way up. I missed catching the sell from here because I was a little bit away, but if we were to go to the market and just see how it has done it, let's do this. Okay, so as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this is the area that I'm looking at. This is jump. Okay, so as you can see, this is what is happening now. I don't like using MetaTrader 5 for analysis, because normally I'm unable to draw these straight lines, right? But anyway, since you already saw the analysis from there, so you can see from here, right? I'll just do it roughly, and of course you're able to see that this is a wyckoff that I plotted, and of course I was able to predict that here the market is going to reach in this area, right? It's going to reach in this area where the IFC was, and of course what happened, it reached that area, and of course it started dropping just like I had analyzed here, ladies and gentlemen. So actually that is what I feel is going to be happening in the market, and of course if it can fall down, come this side, it will even be better, right? I still believe it's still in a downtrend, and of course knowing that it's still in a downtrend, this one can merely just be a redistribution and not accumulation. So because we have an understanding that price actually follows a route that has lesser resistance, right? So if looking at how price is moving, we can see that the selling pressure is just too much, and of course that tells us that the buying there is too much selling pressure, so we expect prices to be going down and down, right? So unless otherwise, I believe this one will continue in a downtrend. So this is why this was a good trade to take here. If I have to take the trade, a buy, I won't actually risk a lot of money, but of course I'll be able to trade it. So basically that's that. It's just unfortunate that we are not able to see. So this one, ladies and gentlemen, if it just falls, it continues to fall. I'm looking to make over 3,000 USD just on 2 trades, and we'll see. And of course, as you know, we follow risk management, so that's why. But yeah, okay, this one has now hit our first TP. As you can see, jump 10 has hit our first TP, and of course it's going to go all the way down. I believe it's going to go all the way down. Since this one was a redistribution phase, it's going to continue going down, and then we may have some consolidation, and from that consolidation we'll be able to tell we'll have some consolidation. Let me just show you. If it falls like that, then we can come and have some consolidation, and then based on this consolidation that we'll be able to tell whether price will be going up or be going down. So otherwise, that's that about the market, and this is how I took the trades. So I have some good news for you, ladies and gentlemen. We actually opened what we call the BTA revolution, and what this is that we want to. It's a group where traders trading differently and all that, and of course with the guidance of the team at the Billionaires Trading Academy, we meet in one group, of course, and discussing the market. Now it's actually free. It's actually very free. All you have to do is check in the description of this video. You'll find the link to join the group. All you have to do is that you open an account with the brokers that will be using. That's the qualification, right? Yeah, once you are in the group, you find the link to open an account, and you find an account with not more than $100. Let's just say $50 to $100, and we'll be looking to grow those accounts to maybe 2 times, 3 times, so that you just withdraw. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking to make some cash, of course, do as I have said, so that you are able to see all these trades, this analysis beforehand. And of course, we do have a free live market analysis from Monday to Thursday. We do analyze currency pairs as well as synthetic indices. If you'd love to be a part of that group, join the group. that I'll post the link in the description, and of course you'll be part of that group. It's amazing, great traders are there. We recently started, and we are about 600. We started, I think, maybe 2 weeks ago, and we only have about 600 and something people, close to 650 people. And of course, I know in the next if at all we do like 1 month, we'll have over 1,000 people. So you can see we are changing people's lives by ensuring that we help. And of course, this is free of charge. The only thing you have to do is open an account with a broker of that, the recommended broker that we are using. And of course, I'm going to leave the link of that broker in this video in the description. And of course, just open an account, fund your account with an amount between $50 and $100. And of course, once you fund, you join that group, I'll be able to then in the group you'll be able to text me to say you have funded, and I'll be able to confirm, and we'll add you to the discussion group. That is where now things are happening, ladies and gentlemen. So otherwise, that's that. I look forward to seeing you the next time. And of course, I'll be posting more videos, more live analysis sessions, not like this. This one was just a recap on how the trades have been. But of course, we do have live market analysis. So ensure that you subscribe to the channel. This time around, we'll be posting more content. And of course, just share the video with somebody or share the channel with somebody. And of course, if you didn't know, I have uploaded a Forex course, the beginner's course. So if you don't know anything about Forex, I have uploaded. You just look for the playlist on this channel, and you will see it, beginners Forex lessons. And of course, you'll be able to start from what is Forex all the way. So after you're done with that, you'll be a master at price action. So I look forward to having you on board, and I'll see you on the other side. So that was it, ladies and gentlemen. I remain the best, Zambia's finest, bliss $1 billion, should I say, the Forex daddy. And I look forward to seeing you. Right.